Okay, for this tutorial, we're going to look at how to take DVD discs and turn them into that, from that. And the way that you print on blank label DVD discs and turn them into beautiful printed discs like this is through this machine. This machine is called the Primera Bravo 4051 disc publisher, and I'm just going to explain it briefly. The disc publisher has a print head here, and that's what actually prints, and it prints the discs in this tray. This is the pickup pile where the robot will actually move over here, pick up a disc, will bring it in and set it into this tray. Then this robot arm, the upright piece right there, will separate from the print head, which is right there in the back, and the print head will quickly move back and forth across the disc, print the disc. Then these two will combine together. The tall robot will pick up the printed disc and it will drop it off in the discard pile over here. So that's kind of how this machine works. The first thing you're going to do with this machine is you'll have the lid closed, and to turn it on, there's just a switch that's right back here. It's a toggle switch, up, down switch, and you're gonna turn the switch on. And when you turn the switch on, the lights will flash back and forth, and then this whole thing should light up blue here in just a moment. And you can you can see how the two robots separated. There, it all turned blue. And now you've got two separate pieces. There, they just connected. Now they moved over to the center. So that's how you turn it on. If you wanted to disconnect these two, you're going to click this button right up here, and that allows you to disconnect those two. You can change one of the ink cartridges if one of them goes out by pushing the colored button for the ink cartridge that you need. Just take it out, put a new one in, and to put a new one in, it just fits right in here. It clicks in here first, and then you push it down until you hear a click. That means it's clicked in up here. Then this clicks down, and then you're going to push that again to reattach the two. So the tray comes out, goes in. And the two should, well, it might not reattach until I close the lid here. Let's see if that does it. Okay, let's see. Oh, doesn't seem like it's doing it, but that's okay. There, it connected together. So now you're ready to go. When everything's connected and together, you're ready to go. And this is where you need the second part of the process of printing, is you need a computer. And the computer attaches just through a USB here. I've got a USB to USB-C adapter that attaches in the computer. And how you're going to do a print project is you're going to open this right here. It's called PT Publisher. And maybe the best way to show you how to find PT Publisher is you go to Launchpad, which opens this whole, like all my apps on my computer. And I'll go right up here to search, and I'll type in PT, and there it is, PT Publisher. So I click on PT Publisher, and as soon as I click on that, it checks how many discs are in each side, and it opens up this window. and to really do a print project for the discs. And you can see, by the way, how many discs are on this side, how many discs are on this side. You can see your ink levels. Looks like I'm full on black. I'm getting really low on yellow, really low on red, and I just replaced the blue. So we're still good with those for a few more projects. But I'm going to, so you check your levels here. Here's your printer. It says ready. You're gonna click print project, and the first place I'm going to go is right up here where you're gonna choose your print project, and I'm gonna click browse, and I've got my print project all set up here. You can find where your print files are, and the easiest place is to have them available right here on the desktop, so that you can literally just choose desktop right here, and then you'll open the file folder with the print projects there. And I'm going to do print project number 2, and there it shows the image. Just confirm that this is the right image that you, or the right disc that you want to print. And for me, it's disc number 2. I've got all of the number 2s in there. And so I've got 25 of them in there. So I'm going to just click open. And now I see the name of that disk image pull up right here. And here's the settings that I use. I use better quality, color, saturation 75, best for photo, color table 1. I have the outer margins at 7 millimeters and the inner diameter at 218 millimeters. And once I've got all of that set up, just like so, I'm gonna click this green button. But before I do that, I just wanna make sure that this tray is empty, because it's going to pick up and move all of those discs over here. So I want to make sure this tray is empty before I begin, and I want to make sure this tray is full before I begin. Okay, the lid needs to be closed in order to do the printing. So you close the lid, you come over here, and I move my cursor to the arrow. Now it's asking me for how many copies I want. And I can name the job, but I rarely ever name the job. So I know that there's 25 discs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 25. You could also adjust the numbers this way. And you can see how it goes up and down to 25. And once I've got 25, I just click go. And it says, oh, there's not enough discs in the tray, but there are, because I just made sure that there was enough discs. So I'm gonna click yes. That pulls open this window, and you can see it picks up a disc, drops it into the tray, and then the robot and the print head are gonna separate. And then here we go, your first disc is printing. There it is. So now the print head goes over to the robot, then the robot will pick up this disc. They connect together, the robot picks up the disc, moves it over to the drop pile, drops it off, and then goes for another disc. And the process continues. And then this shows your progress. Now, if you needed to stop, you can, like if you needed to stop mid-project, you can open the lid. There's this button that will stop and pause things. This is your on-off button. And then don't forget there's the on-off switch in the back if you just needed to shut everything down. What else? Oh yeah, there's some settings here that might be helpful. So ever so often the print head gets clogged, and if that ever happens, you can clean the cartridge here. I wouldn't mess with many of these other things. If you stop seeing that the image is being printed straight, what I would do is calibrate the robot, but you need a whole bunch of empty disks to calibrate the robot. That's the basics for how to print on PT Publisher and how to print discs with this Primera Bravo 4051.